Jessii Vee, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be telling you some very creepy facts and creepy stories about the peekaboo game. You probably know that on this channel I take nostalgic things and just games we did as kids and turn them creepy, because there are some creepy stuff about them. And I feel like everyone watching knows what peekaboo is. I mean, come on. So we're gonna be getting into the strange origins, weird facts, and then I have a terrifying creepypasta. You are not ready. Before I get started though, I just want to remind you one last time, if you have not seen my previous videos, there is a new backdrop behind me. And if you would like to win, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on a notification bell, and then head over to my Instagram. It is also Jessii Vee. Give it a follow, and then DM me what your mermaid scale colors would be using only an emoji. So whatever emoji you send, those colors would be the colors in your mermaid scales. Does that make sense? And if you would like a bonus entry, add me as a friend on Goodreads. Goodreads is an app where you can go and review books. It's totally free, and I will link my Goodreads profile down below, but it's not essential to do this. It's just an extra entry. Okay, and before we get into the main part of today's video, we have some new exciting things up on the website. We have 2 mini plushies that are absolutely adorable. The first one is this tiny little cloud. Are you kidding me? It has the sunshine beside it. It has 2 little rosy cheeks. I love it. And then we have a donut dog, which is literally the shape of a donut. It has a tail. It has a cute little face. Kind of looks like a pug or maybe a bulldog, but this is available on the website as well. So if you guys would like some cute little plushies, I have linked them down below. And don't forget about Gribble the Goblin. He is still on there. He is my good luck charm. All right, guys, so let's get into the peekaboo game's origins. Peekaboo is said to have originated from the 1590s, and it is a form of play primarily played with an infant. So as you know, one player hides their face and then suddenly reveals it again saying peekaboo. Sometimes it's even followed with I see you, which kind of creepy. Like I said, it's a pretty straightforward game, and I feel like everyone played this when they were a kid. And I don't know about you guys, but this game actually really used to scare me. It never made me laugh. It never made me just surprised. It made me terrified. I think I cried every time an adult did this to me. There's just something so startling about suddenly seeing a giant adult face in front of your baby face. Oh, and the got your nose game was awful as well. Was that just me? Comment down below if you were also afraid of those games. Peekaboo is thought by developmental psychologists to demonstrate an infant's inability to understand object permanence, which is basically the understanding that objects continue to exist even though you can't see them, or when they can't be sensed. Okay, so the next thing is a warning, sort of a myth, a legend, about why you should never play peekaboo with your reflection. And I feel like mirrors and your reflection is like a theme we have going on this channel. Even stuff to do with your shadow. And now I guess the peekaboo game is included in that. It is said that if you play this in the mirror on the 6th time you open your hands to reveal your face, you'll see something completely different from the face you're used to seeing. Your face will apparently be revealed to be old and twisted and just not completely human, like something dreadful to look at. They say that people who have tried this have become so fearful that they have either gone insane from the paranoia of wanting to know what the face in the mirror was, or they have removed all the mirrors in their house, never wanting to look at the reflection ever again. It is said that the only way you can see this otherworldly creature is if you're looking straight into the eyes of your reflection as you're playing. And you also need to audibly say the words, peekaboo, I see you in the mirror, right up until your 6th time. So yeah, this is pretty spooky. I kind of want to try this on the vlog channel. But there's also something so weird about doing like peekaboo to yourself. It's almost kind of funny as well. Okay, and then there's a really creepy creepypasta, and this story is called The Staring. Now this doesn't have to do exactly with peekaboo, but I felt like this story kind of meshed in because of the context, and you'll see why. This is about a guy that recently moved into a new townhouse, and the story starts off with him lying in his bed, absolutely exhausted from packing and unpacking. But what's strange is that even though he's so tired, he just can't seem to sleep, and he's lying there tossing and turning in his bed, and he watches as 3:45 a.m. rolls around on his clock. There was nothing else he could do but lie there and stare at the ceiling, and his heart almost stopped in his chest when he saw an eye staring back at him through a hole in his ceiling. The room was so dark that he could barely see it, but he knew it was there, there. It didn't blink, it didn't look around the room, it only watched him. And minutes rolled by of it just staring at him. This happened night after night, and he grew super uncomfortable being watched so intently. So he decided to make his way up the stairs to the attic with an old baseball bat in his hands. And he didn't call the police at first because his phone line hadn't yet been connected. So he took it upon himself to go and apprehend the peeping Tom. However, upon reaching the attic, he was confused to find there was no one there. There was no intruder or even the slightest sign that someone had been up in his attic for years perhaps. The layers of dust that had settled upon the old boxes was thick and undisturbed. And the area around the small hole in the floor was also untouched, so he decided to take a box and just sort of push it over that until he was able to replace that particular board. Well, the following night he had only slept for 4 short hours before something inside of him forced him to open his eyes. And there it was again, the eye, silently staring back at him with burning intensity. And for a moment he thought that he could even make out the sound of breathing, but he wasn't sure if it was his own fearful breaths or the breathing that lurked above him. This eye had been staring at him since he first moved into his 2-story townhouse, and just before he was so exhausted that he was about to fall asleep, the eye disappeared. It was gone. But then the handle of his bedroom door started to turn. And that is how this story ends. So I know it's not like peekaboo, but peekaboo has to do with your eyes and like seeing something. So I thought this story sort of mixed in with this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more videos about nostalgic things or games that we used to play, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below. And don't forget, if you would like one of our cute new plushies, I have linked it down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!